bit different. The other time when I came here, I brought you guys the Ishin Seagull and the Speedy Bee Flex 25. Today, I'm going to show you all these other drones, and we've got the Happy Model Moblight 7, we've got the Iron Quad from Beta FPV, and we've got the Mantis also from Happy Model. There's also the DJI Mini 2 in the corner there, and the Speedy Bee. And as you can see here, the form factor, as in the size of these things, is roughly similar, although this one is going to have the largest motors out of all of them. This is why the Speedy Bee is so impressive, is because although it has huge motors and a bunch of more high-end components, it is still in such a small sort of form factor. If you guys compare it to what you saw me fly yesterday, the Ishin, you get the idea of how much smaller these are. And then of course there is the DJI Mini 2, which looks small, but then once you open it up, it's going to be much larger once you unfold the whole system out. So today what I'm going to try to do is show you guys similar flights as what we did yesterday with the larger drones, but this time I'm going to fly the smaller ones, and then we're going to try to show you compared to the digital system, which is on the DJI, how that looks. And for that I brought the funny invention, and I'm hoping, because one of the biggest issues that we do have with the DJI Mini 2 is that sometimes it requires an update, and I hope that I don't have to do an update today, because that would just ruin the whole experience of the presentation and stuff that we're doing today. I'm hoping that I can just use the new invention that I got to be able to show you guys the screen, and then just go from there. But anyway, let's get this started. I'm going to start off with a pretty simple flyer. I'm hoping that there's enough battery on this one here, and that's the only one that I have here that doesn't have prop guards. But again, look at the size of the props. You know, it's not like a plane or a helicopter prop, which is super dangerous. These are pretty small, so relatively not that harmful if you want to put it that way. So let's get things started. I'm going to start up the monitor and stuff, get everything up and running the way we had it last time, and we'll go from there. So for a couple of seconds, I can put the camera here so you guys can still see what's going on. Also, I have these three remotes. This remote here is going to be in charge of flying these two drones here. The Beta FPV is the one that flies the orange, and I will not be flying the Speedy Bee today, but we will use this one for the DJI. So you can see by comparison what the remotes look like and how large they are compared to each other. So hopefully that helps out. I'm going to get the battery for this. Hopefully this can stay in place and not fall over while I do that, so you guys still have some kind of image to look at while I get this done. Again, I have not flown this in a long time, so I don't know how it's going to react. And I've gotten used to flying some of the other drones this week, so we'll see how it compares to that. I'm running a very large battery on this, so that is kind of, how do you say, unconventional, if you will. Let me turn on the remote first, make sure that that's all up and running. And I don't remember the acro system, if it's set up or not, so we'll have to see what happens with that. And we'll go nice and slow, just like we like it. Put that there for now. So get my goggles and make sure that all this stuff connects up, and search for the channel. We've got to do an auto search for the channel there. We should be up and running very soon, hopefully. Let's see if the goggles got anything yet on the search. No. auto search. Come on. Unfortunately, I was not very intelligent, and I brought my Ishin goggles, but I forgot to bring the antennas, so can't use that pair of goggles today. That could be a problem. Okay, that's... I already know that there's a problem with one of the drones, because it is definitely not starting off the way. I had it throttled down, so that is not good. We got a signal. We got a signal from one of the goggles. Usually when it tells you, whoa, okay, so when that happens, usually it means it's not going to fly. So let's stick this back in real quick. I don't know what's going on. It was getting ready to fly, but not in regular mode, which is not going to be a good thing for me. I'm a little bit worried about that. All switches down. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, it was ready to fly. Forget about it. It was ready to fly. But then it wasn't. What in the... Okay, it is ready to fly. Okay. Wow. Okay. Interesting start to the morning, guys. Let's get it on here so you guys get to see what's going on. I hope we got it in the goggles. We do not have anything in the goggles. So you guys can see what the drone sees, but I cannot, so... Come on, little drone, give me something. Okay, I've got it in the goggles. Let's get this up in the air and see what we can do with it. All right. It says it's armed. Uh-oh. We still have vision, sort of. No, we don't. We're going to disarm it and arm it. And then we're going to bring it back to us. Okay, so as you can see here, the vision in my goggles is not as good as with the other ones, but it fell, it hit the ground, and I was able to bring it back to me. So that'll show you something. We are definitely not in regular mode here. I want it to be in stability mode, and it's just not. So let's see I can't remember which switch it is to flip it into stability mode. I'm kind of flying it in acro and I don't like that, so. Maybe this is stability mode, we'll try it again. 1, 2, 3, and up we go. It's not doing anything. Nope, that was not it. I'm gonna go get it. That was definitely not it. Okay. Let's try that once more. I just really don't, I haven't flown this in so long, so I don't remember what is what. Okay, so let's armed and ready to go. Off we go. This feels more stable, but it's just not, so. No. so that didn't do anything at all, really. And I'm gonna go get it. The quality of the camera you guys are seeing is not as good. We lost complete connection over it, so I know where it is, sort of. Don't know if this one has a beeper. Okay, one more time, let's get out there. But you guys are noticing that this thing here is wildly more, does it say? It's disarmed, but I can't tell. Oh, it's an acro, okay. Acro. Stability mode, I found stability mode, oh good. Thank goodness for that, okay. Oh, this is what happens when you don't fly for a while and you don't remember what is what. Okay, we're in stability mode. Maybe now that we are in stability mode, we will be able to see better, but it looks like there's some stuff on the camera, which is not cool. But can we make it to where we were yesterday? It looks like we can, but we could experience breakup at any time. So much more stable than it was before I stuck it into stability mode. The vision on the camera is just not as good. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but we're not using crossfire, so there we go. Still pretty good though for a mini drone. And I think we need to clean up that camera. The camera is just dirty or something. So let's bring that drone back to us really quick. We still have a decent amount of battery in there, so let's go. Let's come back to me. And there is a little ball here somewhere, but with this camera, I don't think you'll be able to see it very well at all. It was somewhere around here. But again, you can't see it, I don't think. Yesterday with the other cameras, you could see a lot better than what we're getting today, so. Anyway, let's bring it back to me very gently. And it's nice to have stability mode again. I was just flying it in acro and it was not so good. So here we are. There's probably a lot of water on that camera. That's what is going on here. There we go. Flipper 2. This is the Mantis. I don't think I ruined the camera at all. I could be wrong. Let's see if it's better now. Because it was horrible. It was like, okay, I think it's better now. We might have another couple of seconds on the battery to get back up in the air. Here we go. Let's see, now that the camera is a little bit clearer, if we can find that ball that I was talking about. It was like right there. I'm kind of like just flying right over it. Oh, maybe you saw it. Okay. Disarm, rearm, and up. We should be very close to it. Oh my gosh. That camera is full of water again. Oh my gosh. But anyway, let's bring the drone back. What an experience today with this. Just the water, it's not that great. And we'll take out another one of the drones and show you the difference. So you guys can see the mob light in the other ones and see which one you guys like the best. But anyway, here we go. Oh, not too shabby, not too shabby. It's been a while, it's been a minute since I flown this thing. It's been a while. All right, let's see if we can try that Mob Light 7 real quick and see how it compares today. I hope there's enough battery in it. So we're gonna switch over to the other signal, and I think I had the control set up so that it would run with the same drone remote. So we'll have to remember what happens with that. We will disconnect this one real quick. Let's do that auto search. Let's see if we can lock on a signal very quickly. Okay. Any signal at all? Looks like it's still struggling to find a signal. Come on. And this one too, search for the goggles. Give me something. Oh, okay, that's good. And it's disarmed, which is what we want. We're gonna find the channel. We've got the channel on the goggles, we've got the channel. So we should be ready and up and running. So we'll get up there and see. Right now it's disarmed. If I press the, okay, it's armed, good. But is it in stability mode? I can't tell. Are we in stability mode? You can instantly see the difference in the camera already. It's telling you, first of all, that it's a Mob Light 7, and we are in air mode, which is probably not stability mode. How do we switch that? Still in air mode. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, we're in stability mode. I figured it out. Goodness. 1, 2, 3, and up we go. So this is probably one of the most stable drones that you'll get, and it flies for a very, very, very long time. But again, as the issues are that you get a lot of breakup in the camera, especially if you go around trees and stuff. But it is super stable. Let's see if we can find that ball right now. I should be able to find the ball no problem if the camera will allow. It was here somewhere. I swear there was a ball here. You find that the colors of the camera are a little bit washed out in this particular drone, which is why it's harder to find something that is supposed to be quite easy to find, like something that's very yellow. I'm gonna bring it back to me real quick. But this is super stable, as you can see. I can just very stably. The ball was here. I don't know if it's been taken. Maybe that's the ball right there. But this thing is super stable, as you see. I'm going to bring it back because I think we're on low voltage. Low voltage, I'm going to get in trouble. Do not want to wreck the battery. Here we go. Very stable drone, this one. We're going to switch out the battery and go back out again, because I think I have one more. Okay, let's change out the battery. You're going to lose signal for a second as I change this out. Trying not to puff up all of the batteries. Just never know. Never know what you're going to do. Oh no. As I was putting it in, I don't know if I messed with the camera. I hope it'll be okay. Okay, camera's back. The drone is disarmed as it should be. And let's see if we can put this back up in the air. Let's see what the battery, that looks much better here. So let's go take a look and see if we can find that ball. So armed, throttle issues, armed and ready to go. Whoa, whoa, what in the heck happened there? I have no idea what happened. The propellers still look like they're fine, so try it again. Armed and ready and up. We should still be in stability mode. Yeah, we are. So I don't know what happened there. I think that is the ball right there. That is the ball right here. Since we are in stability mode, we can get really close to the ball. And almost like DJI, we can just hover over the ball. It's right there. But anyway, this is one of my favorite drones because it's just so stable. You might not have the best camera, but you do get some of the best experience, in my opinion. You can see here, I have no problem, and this is so extremely quiet that I can just fly it right over myself. Oh, there he is. Look at that. I can fly it right over myself. And it's still so quiet. And it's one of those drones where you're like, okay, well, I can go check out the flag. It's got prop guards, so no damage would come to the flag, even if I was to hit it. And again, it's so stable. I love this thing. Found that ball again. So sometimes if the battery is low, it actually makes it even worse. So your video signal is going to be much worse when the battery is low. See, we found the ball again. All we did was change out the battery, and now it's just so easy to fly. Again, it's so small that it's like a hummingbird in the sound stuff. So peaceful this morning. So I kind of wish that this thing here had a crossfire receiver so that I could go a little bit further and enjoy it the way it should be enjoyed. You can just go right over the trash, and this is where you can have barbecue. Let's not barbecue the drone, because that would suck. But you can go all the way in here very easily. There's another table. Let's get it back. Look at this, guys. Hopefully you guys are getting to see what I'm getting to see. There's a lot of breakup on my camera, but I'm still sort of able to fly it, which is important. I have just enough juice to get back safely. So anyway, we have one more drone to test out, which is going to be the Iron Quad. I keep talking about the Iron Quad. Also very stable, but this one I think is even more stable than the Iron Quad. And it flies for longer too. And you get really, really nice flights, long flights on this thing. Look how stable it is. Almost like DJI. There we go. Would I attempt to get on here and just maybe even land it on here? Maybe. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. It is okay. I think it did not break anything. No. It is still fine. It's all in one piece. Did the props scrape a little bit? They did, but they did not damage themselves, so we're still okay. But that's just showing you how much easier it is to fly this thing compared to some of the other drones. Let's quickly and surely connect it up to the Iron Quad so you guys can see what that's all about. And you have a full comparison of all these different drones today for your amusement. And I bought some more batteries for the Iron Quad and also the Moblite 7. It feels like right now they're kind of puffy and they're not getting in. I'm trying to put this on here through there so that I can fly this thing for you guys. And it feels like maybe the battery puffed up a little bit, so it's struggling to go in. Not the best thing, but we got it. We got it in there. Hopefully no damage. Okay, so now it's going to go onto this signal here. We're going to turn off this other drone and do the same thing that we did before. Let's go search for that channel. Search for the channel here too. So as you're noticing here, this can be a pretty fast process. When you compare it to the DJI experience, you can switch drones really fast with an analog, which you can't really do with the digital system, because every time you need to turn on a digital drone, you have to go through possibly the update software and all that stuff, which is quite a pain, in my opinion. I could be wrong. I'm very wrong sometimes. But anyway, so we are in angle mode, so that is considered to be the stability mode, and let's get those things armed and up we go. Here is the Iron Quad for you guys. Also pretty stable. I also like this one very much. I've also flown this more than most of the other drones, so I know it quite well. Let's hope I can get over there and still have decent enough battery. Well, let's get down for a second, and we'll get back to where we left off. Anyway, in the meantime, Actually, you know what? Before I do it, I'm going to try to see if DJI actually flies. And to do that, all I got to do is connect up this phone here to that invention we spoke of the other day. Let's see if it fits in here the way it should. And then we'll end it with the iron quad again. Luckily, I brought 2 batteries for that, so one of the batteries, at least, is going to be the one that works. We've got ourselves the drone that you see over there. We've got ourselves the screen, which is over here. And I should be able to fly while showing you guys the screen, because that's the only way we can do it. We can't use the goggle system like on the others. So that's the best we can do. Let's get some of the stuff out of the way and give it clearance so that the DJI drone can take off from where it is. And let's hope that I'm using the good old iPhone here to fly it. And looks like there's no problem at all. So you guys are going to be able to see what I'm able to see. And we're just going to go off into the distance. And this is going to be the difference between what you guys see on the analog drones that I fly and what you're able to see here. For instance, with this camera drone, I can gimbal it down or up. And in some cases, I can zoom in if it wants to. Obviously, it does not want to right now. I don't know why. Maybe I'm in the wrong mode. It used to be able to zoom in. DJI, you wanna zoom in? Plus, minus. I don't know. It must be in the wrong mode. Today, it just doesn't want to work. There's a lot that's not running. Or maybe it's this button that zooms in. There we go. That was my fault. It only zooms up to 2. And can it zoom more? Maybe I'm just in the wrong setting. Anyway. That just shows you what you can do with that. Let's gimbal it up a little bit. And so there we go. This is what you're getting with DJI. Now with DJI, what you'll notice is you won't get any breakup at all in the visuals when you're flying around. But I'm flying a little bit higher than I usually would because DJI does not have what I like to call prop guards today. So I'm not going to take any chances while I fly today. We're going to bring her on back right to us as we do. And you guys can see what it sees. And it's super stable, which is why I like this drone too a lot. It's right over us. Again, this is another one of those drones where I have no problem flying right on top of the flag over there because the Wizard of Oz is just stable. It'll just stay exactly where it is. It won't drift at all unless you want it to. So we can do that. And again, it's super, super quiet. I'm going to bring it right over my head. You guys can hear it. It is super quiet. We'll bring it down. No problem at all. And we can say goodbye to it real quick. I'm going to drop it down. So you guys saw a similar flight to what you get. But again, look at the quality that you're getting here with DJI. There was no breakup at all in the signal, and I went roughly as far as, or perhaps even further than I usually do with the Speedy Bee on the Crossfire, and I was getting nice visual the whole time. So I think one of the issues that we're running into in the modern world is that what we need is any of the companies out there that are listening should make something like camera system like on the DJI Mini, and then provide it so that you can install it on all the other drones, but then also allow it to be sort of open source so that everybody can, with a pair of goggles, maybe it'll be digital goggles, can just get onto that signal and enjoy the hobby. Because the problem with digital is that you can't see it unless you are the pilot of the drone itself. Or you could do what I was just doing now and show what the drone is seeing through the phone, and then this little machine that I just got here. Lift this up a little bit so you guys can enjoy the beautiful, peaceful area that we're in here right now. While I put away this drone, and we'll get on to flying the Iron Quad in a second. I just don't particularly like leaving stuff out there and not putting it away, because it's just like the best chefs. The best chefs, by the end of the meal that they've cooked, they've also cleaned out all their utensils. That's how you chef the right way. You don't make a huge mess in the kitchen and then by the end have to spend hours and hours cleaning everything. That is not very intelligent anyway. So let's go back to the Iron Quad. You guys can see the Iron Quad is hidden behind the goggles here. And we can turn him on, do one quick last flight with him. Let's turn all the other equipment on. Let's see. People are having a fun time playing in the courts over there, which is why you're hearing some of that "oh man" or whatever that was going on there. Pretty fun. Oh, looks like in the meantime we lost the signal. This is really a Marco Reviews day that we're experiencing today. Earlier I had signal on this. Turn it off. Turn it back on. Nothing. What is going on, guys? Auto search is not running. Turn it off again. Turn it back on. Did this go into some kind of AV mode that I didn't want it to go onto? Ah, there we go. It's back, sort of. How do I get out of the menu? Okay, all right. Jeez. Everything is going astray today. So, let's make sure that everything... Wait, what? I'm having something going on here. Ah, okay, it's armed. Is it in stability mode? It is in horizontal mode. No, we don't want that. Angle mode. Okay, great. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Let's get up and see. We're back. With the Iron Quad, and No problem at all. I'm experiencing just a little bit of breakup, as I always do. Low battery warning again. I mean, seriously. I really need to change out these batteries. But aside from that, you see, aside from that, we're pretty good. Flying, no problem. I don't like that it's saying low battery warning. We just went right over that ball. Beautiful spot as always. And we should be able to make one pass just around this beautiful spot here. Again, prop guards, so no harm will be done even if I make a mistake. That's the beauty of prop guards. Also quite mellow in the sound. And that'll be it, guys. That'll be it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little live stream. I went through a lot of drones today. We went through the Iron Quad from Beta FPV, which was the last one. We went through the Mob Light 7. We did the Mantis from Happy Model. And we did a short DJI run. And as always, the experience was moderately good because guess what? YouTube cut out on us. But at least we were able to do it. And so I guess it's still a win. And later on, hopefully I'll be able to do more real flight with you guys from inside the house. But anyway, this gives you guys a little bit of an understanding of the difference between analog and digital. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the show. So have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Over and out.